Alright, bro. So I just watched this movie called Manic with Don Cheadle and a few other like actors or stuff like that. Like, well, man, it's late, man. I was feeling like not even make a video about it and just sit with what I like got from the movie and how talk about the way it made me feel, or think about the way it made me feel, but. And then I thought, I'm like, bro, this what the I'm sitting here like, oh, bro, I'm not gonna make a video about it because yada yada. Nigga, this is what the YouTube channel is for, bro. This is the whole point of me making this shit. It's not for like money or anything. It's really just like when I have moments like these, bro, I could just put them out there. And if somebody decides, hey, I wanna watch that, they click on it, bro. And now there's dialogue, bro. It's the conversations that I have with myself. I put them on the internet, and if somebody else wants to respond and actually answer back, cool. If not, cool too, bro. But I thought the whole point of the channel is this: if I'm gonna talk to myself about music, media, things I see on social media, you might as well record this shit and put it out there for other people to hear your thoughts and respond to it, and then you can have a conversation and build dialogue with the people that do decide to listen to it or watch it, bro, you know? But yeah. Anyway, that's not even what this is about. I watched the movie Manic. Great movie, bro. I'm not one of those guys who does all the research and dives into the background of films and stuff like that. But man, you could tell it's a low budget independent film. I don't even gotta research that just by the camera work. Sometimes the audio not cuts out, but it's a little wonky, and then you could just tell, bro. But bro, when I say this is a good movie, I'm not gonna say it's a masterpiece, bro. It's something about that early 2000s era of movies. Like, they have this like aesthetic, I guess. It's grungy, it's dirty sometimes, like, and it makes you uncomfortable. It's like a fever dream turned in, like, fever dream / nightmare. Like, man, the up close shots are personal. They're uncomfortable, and especially in this movie, like, there's stuff that is said. A lot of the main parts of the movie and the emotional parts aren't felt through the dialogue. They are felt through the actors, their body language, the way they react to the other actors' body language, the close-up shots of the camera work, not more so the music. Like, it's this wonky little music part. I'll get to that later. It's this wonky little, actually, right now, it's this wonky music sound they have. It's not even like a song. It's just like a little noise, almost like a chirp. And it's so off-putting and offsetting because it gives you the illusion of hope, a hopeful tone, because the strings or whatever instrument's playing, it sounds soothing and almost optimistic, but then that noise, it's like and it like fucks it up. It almost rips away that comfortability of the soothing sound in your ear, and it rips it away, and now you have this noise then this noise like fucks it up. It's like, oh, you were almost at the finish line, we're scooting it back some. Like, it gives the same feeling to me like as in a horror movie where the character is about to escape, and then the movie fucks that up. Like, the movie makes sure, like, nah, they're close, weren't they? And they're not making it out, type shit. Like, but man, it's so much felt, and it's not forced through dialogue. It's felt through the movie, like the cinema shots and everything. Man, it's really really good. A really good movie. Like, the character, it's like a character named Tracy, and like one of her things is like she screams because of past trauma, so, like, you know. And her screams, man, they're loud, but they're painful. Like, you can feel the pain, and it gives me shivers even thinking about it. And it's not super loud, it's muffled until they actually go to the room and show you her in the room screaming and having these panic attacks or whatever. But you can hear it muffled throughout all of the like psych ward that these characters are living in. And it's like, fuck. talk about symbolism and without, once again, dialogue. Yes, this is like audio or whatever, but talk about symbolism. Not only is she trapped mentally in her body, and not only is she trapped like physically and mentally and soulfully by the traumas of her past and stuff that still keeps her like trapped or whatever, but even when we are first introduced to it, her screams of like pain and usually people scream is for help. Screaming is more of like a help me, like I need help. But even that is muffled by her surroundings, bro. We're not introduced to this in full force, like, oh, we're here with her, sitting with her in this room. No. We're introduced to her trauma, her pain, and her screaming, and it's muffled. It's being snuffed out. Like, no matter what no matter how much help she's asked for, even by going to the psych ward, it's crazy because she's in a psych ward. That's the place you go to help. The same place that is supposed to be helping her is the same place muffling her cries for help, and isn't really helping her for real. Like, and there's parts like that in the movie that are just like insane to me. Which brings to my next point. Don Cheadle's character, the therapist that comes to talk to the kids, man, he's dealing with his own problems. I don't think they're on the same scale as the kids' problems, obviously, because they all like have mental problems or whatever. Not mental problems. I'm not gonna be fucked up. They have mental illnesses plaguing them, and so they all have their various problems with that, and he's trying to help them through it or whatever. But he's dealing with his own problems, not mental wise or mental illness wise, but addiction, trying to quit bad habits, and this struggle between I want to help these people and I want to help these kids, and how am I going to do it, versus, and also while still keeping my own self sane and productive, and like, keeping my life balanced, you feel me? And it's fucking, it's almost sad to see him like start the film so strong and powerful in the voice for the kids or whatever, even if they don't respect it all the way, but giving them this outlet to release their emotions and have community around them and understand they're not alone. Till, man, throughout the film you just watch his character slowly lose it, not in like a crazy way, but in a real way, not Shining or some movies you see that one of your characters, prominent characters, they slowly start to lose it and become into something ugly and almost not real. Like, Don Cheadle's character, from going from what he is at the beginning of the film when we first see him with Lyle to the very end, is something. He's like regular, like he's human. You see him literally go from this proud, prominent, and motivated man to, man, like this, not sad, but like, I'm just trying. I'm trying my best. And what do you do when your best doesn't work out? He keeps trying, but man, you can see that life is knocking him on his ass, and every time he gets back up, it's putting a toll on his mental, and it shows. And it's Don Cheadle did a good job acting out the character, because it shows, like, man, it shows. And then the other character I want to touch on was Lyle. Just a spoiler too, like, I haven't spoiled too much of a movie to this point. Like, you can kind of watch it and still have like shock value and surprises. But Lyle's character, bro, my nigga, Lyle character is so tragic. It's not like just Requiem for a Dream, which I'm gonna watch that movie and talk about it too in a more detailed way than I am doing right now. Probably one of the more detailed videos on this channel that's coming out. But Lyle's character is, man, it's not tragic in the way of like it's over. The end of the film is kind of hopeful, and I know I'm not gonna spoil it, but his character to me is just like, man, how do you repress the things that we try to hide and get rid of? And when those things come to the surface and control us, what now? Like, what happens when that anger rises back up out of us again and we are trying to repress it and trying to like work with it and deal with it and live with it? How do you live with it and deal with it and work with it? And it's powerful to see that the stuff he's trying to work out and figure out, at one point it's like, okay, he has a hold on it, like he's doing good, and then he loses it again and he's crying and he's like, he's angry, sad, he's everything right now. He's pissed because the thing he's trying to battle and live with and learn to live with and get rid of has resurfaced again and has taken control over him again. That's powerful, bro. Like, and he's just crying and it's like, damn, bro, it's a struggle trying to defeat past traumas and get over that hump and get over that hill, man. That shit sucks. But the end of the movie is kind of hopeful. Cause one thing about that movie, the theme of it that I do like, at least that I took away from it, obviously it's just my opinion, it's not fact or stone, but you can run away and blame a place for why you are the way you are, and there's truth to that and there's facts to that. Like, you grew up in, let's take me for instance, you grew up in the suburbs, in the suburbs / inner city of Chicago, to back to the suburbs, back to the outskirts of Chicago again. You have the influence of Derrick Rose, like you love Derrick Rose. You have the influence of, you love Chief Keef and Lud Foe and these inner Chicago rappers. Like, those are things that will always be stuck with me because that impacted me in my life growing up. That's all I heard. That's what it was. True Religion, like, you know, Polo, Bears, the Bulls. I hate to say it, but the Bears and the Bulls, I'm always gonna fuck with them. But yeah, bro. My bad. I just lost where I was going with that. Yeah. I was finna say, where you are from and what you are coming from definitely has like an impact on who you are and who you're going to be. But when the nasty stuff comes from those places that you are trying to run from or get away from, and they're in like those things that you have picked up while living or wherever it is you've lived at or been through or whatever you've done and went through, you can run from that stuff and get away from it, but eventually you have to fix the damage it has done to you. Like, you have to reverse that. And now that's the question of, how the fuck do I reverse that, and how do I get rid of these traits that I have picked up and lived with for so long? And now I have finally realized, okay, these aren't good traits, these aren't good habits, these aren't good things. I need to get rid of them. So the movie tackled that, and it doesn't answer it, and I don't think there is an answer to it, and that's the crazy part. But I do believe like that. It's a beautiful but tragic plot to the story, and I think it's real. That's one thing about this movie I will say is it's as real as it gets, bro. Great movie, great theme, great story. I think y'all should watch it. Yeah, man, that's all I got. Shit, that's it, man. That's pretty much all I had to say. This is kind of a longer video, but like, shit, fuck it. Yeah, man, shit got me fucked up. But I got y'all. Peace.